Hello, friends, and welcome back to Restore You. It is Angela, and today I'm here with a Dust It Off Do-Overs open collaboration project hosted by myself and Pam Van E. If you haven't followed Pam, hop on over and check her out. And Dust It Off Do-Overs is really just going through your stash, finding things that you haven't used and deciding, is it something that I want to keep and do something different with it? Or is it something that may be time to regift to someone else or sell or donate, whatever the case may be. So while I am starting with a lot of tools, because that was the first drawer I started in, this can be anything. For example, I have tons of stickles on my on my wall that I have not used. I have stamps and washi tape that have been never used. And as I go up my row of shelves, I see more and more things that I could be utilizing. So it's just anything. It doesn't have to be a tool, but it just so happens that is the drawer that I started in. And also today, just a quick shout out to those of you, all of you who are helping me get to my subscriber goals. And we are very close to having that live sale, which I have done a preview. I hope that it will have already gone up by the time you watch this, of all of the fun things that will be in that live sale. But also we will be doing our giveaway for the 1,000 subscriber celebration at the same time. So you won't want to miss it. I will put out notices, but once I hit that 1K, party's on, and we can plan that live sale. And specifically today, Cheryl Talifus, Trippy Kitty Witch, and Erica Mears, thank you for joining me and for all your kind comments, for liking, subscribing, and just for being you. So thanks. All right, well, let's get at it. Here's what we're going to do. This is what came out of my dusty old tool drawer, and it's a big, it's a deep drawer. So there's a lot of things I have to play in there. So what I thought I would show you a little bit about this, and then I have cleaned out my scrap bin, and it was getting a little overwhelming for me. So I thought we would just have a little play. So what this is this is a Making Memories. Now, am I going to remember what the real name of it is? Probably not. Let's see if it says on here. Making Memories. I apparently was smart enough to keep the directions years and years ago. Making Memories Tag Maker. Okay, that's really, really hard to remember. But this is what it does. Now, before I realized that this is what it was for, I had to go look and Google. Well, I don't know if you remember this, but when we rusted metal, I found these in my stash, and I'm like, what are these for? So I threw a bunch of them in. They ended up disintegrating. Apparently, they were too thin of metal. But I didn't put two and two together that this went with these little metal rims. Well, now, to my credit, that is because the only thing I could find that was informational about this was 13 years ago. In fact, that was equally the same result on a couple of other tools that I found, because I'm like, what is this for? I don't know. So I'm sure it was an impulse buy I thought I couldn't live without. However, I have found that it is very useful. I did learn, if you have one of these in your stash, or if you find one yard sailing or thrift shopping or whatever, they do still make these, and you can purchase them. I actually did purchase a set just to make sure that everything was kosher before we played with this, because if you find one of these out in the wild, and you would have no idea really what this was for. It actually looks like a button maker a little bit, but so consider it. These aren't terrible. These little these little templates are not expensive. So I thought I would show you how it works really quick, and then we'll play with some of our, I don't know, maybe we'll collage. What's my collage book still up there? And I've got a fly in my room. So we'll just have a little play with it. So these are the ones I made in advance. These are just out of coffee and tea dyed paper. They're really simple. Let's see. Should we do a round one? Will it fit? So all you do, you get these little templates that come with them. I know you can't see this. Let's see. Basically, it just has little lines on them. If you know the exact, I mean, let's see. This one's probably... do that every stinking time. No, it's not quite 2 inches. Well, I don't know. Maybe is it? Let's just try to punch one out and see what happens. That would save us a heck of a lot of time. Shall we see? So all you do is use the template. It's a little bit big, I think. Yep, just a smidgy. Well, you know what? Let's just cut it down. I don't know. We're just playing. So I think this is, I think I'm 2 for 2. Between last week's crimper and this one, you know, it's one of those things that's going to stay a little more top of mind. And I'm thinking about writing things down, like just a little, you know, because I keep like my schedule written up here, just handy. So if I want to reference it, I can tell you, oh, this aired on this date. It still might be too wide. We're going to try it. And so I thought, well, maybe I should just write some of these things down. Like, don't forget, you know, these things. Because it's easy to forget. And I am kind of a, you know, I like my things put away. So all you do is once you get it done and popped in there, cut out, whatever you want to call it, you just do this. And you squeeze. And they said, you don't need to use tremendous amount of pressure. And I did mine kind of a couple times just to make sure. And there you have it. It's all squished down, and now you have a beautiful tag. Who knew? Who knew? Let's try another one that's, should we try one with book page? That would be kind of fun. Let's see. What other shapes do I have here? Oh, I have a smaller oval. All right, we'll do that one. So let's show you. I'll show you. Will I show you? Yeah, here it is. Let me just dump these out. So we have another regular tag, and then we have a square. So we'll try all of those. We're starting with the oval. How about... kind of like that. Okay. Now we got to just decide. I know this is hard to see. So this is the oval. Of course, I'm going to go to the small, you know, as close as I can. Let me see if I can zoom you in. I don't know that you'll be able to see it any better. Not really, but bear with me. So there's these little slots inside of this plastic template, and you just outline it as basically, you know, look at how far things have come. This was before, well, I don't know, maybe there was crickets then, but it was likely before I had one. This I was using the back of this for all of these up here. And then as I was going through my stash, I realized that I had coffee dyed. That was a whole sheet of label paper. Well, I didn't know until I flipped it over. It seems like I cut that really badly, but so I decided, oh, I'll just take this dictionary page and cut out that piece. I mean, that's all there is to it. So, the point in me sharing this with you is, A, if you got one of these things, and you're like me and you've forgotten what the heck it was for, and I'm not worrying about that this time. I'm going to see, well, let's just try to cut a little bit off of it. Dust it off. Try it out, you know. we kind of tend to get into the bright, shiny things, you know, that are happening right now, and we forget some of those, some of those other things. But I can assure you, and you all know, I do a lot of yard sailing, auctions, thrift shops, estate sales, and I see these all the time. And even me, who owns one, I'm like, oh, I own one of those. I have no idea what it does. Now you know. Those are so cute. Now, what we could do is, like, for this one, I don't know, we probably don't need to do more of them. You get the idea. It's pretty easy. We can play, but maybe we'll want to make some more in a little bit. What I was thinking is maybe we use kind of a, do I have like just a, I'm trying to use this little box of rando things. What I really need to do is clean it out and put some of these little things away. Let's see. I'm just looking for an eyelet. Oh, I think I found one. No, that's not the green. Do I have a green one? Come on. This is ridiculous. Oh, no. I got every color but that in here. Well, here's a heart. Let's just try that. There's this one. Oops, that's got something else on it. I think that's probably too heavy. We'll try this one. Now, this is, you know, a lot lighter paper, so you know, you kind of have to be a little bit more careful. And I have not tried this yet, so I don't know if it's going to pop out of there or not. Kind of. Yeah, it kind of did. But that is not the fault of the machine. That's the fault of Angela, not. Why did I put that right there? It doesn't seem like that's like really a top. Just do it. There we go. So you could put an eyelet in it. You could just do like I did and punch just a tiny little hole. You know, you could put nothing in it, and I did on this one. You can barely see it, but I did distress this a little bit and then added a little gold gilding wax, but just really, really lightly. So there you have it, the Making Memories tag maker. Is it Making Memories? Yeah, Making Memories tag maker. It does not have a skew or anything on it. It just had some little directions. So there you have it. So I'm going to just add these to the rest of my tags that I keep handy underneath my on my cart, and just see what we can create. All right, so I have absolutely zero plan as what we're going to do with this, but if you watched my video on, what day was that? It was just, oh, the hidden journaling tags, August 24th. So that would have been Wednesday. So last Wednesday. I made the hidden tags. And then I started thinking about it, actually last night when I couldn't sleep. And I was like, well, who says I have to make them as a tag? Why couldn't I do something else with them? So I want to try that. So my thought was, let's find some paper. These are more strippy kinds. This is all like journal paper, so we'll put that aside. It's just scraps. Here's that label paper. What's this? Okay, I've got an idea. What if we quickly collage? These are just out of one of my wallpaper books. Collage this, and then make a tag out of it. Not a tag. We're just going to make a hidden journal spot. So I'm not really going to overthink this. I'm just going to trim this down so it's kind of matches. And let's just pretend that this is going to become a journal card with something spectacular hidden in it. But I want it to be not a tag, and I want it to be in a more non-suspect spot. Should we just put this on there because it fits? Does it fit? Heck yeah, we're going to use it. I gotta use my little... So I hope you're all having a good day. I started my day early today, which is not unusual, but I guess I started my day down here earlier. And my hope is to get just a bunch of videos done today, because I really need to spend like a week. Well, probably way more than that, but at least a week. Just, I need to, I don't want to say liquidate. What am I trying to say? I want to really get organized with all of the things that I'm, you know, putting on Etsy and using for the live sales, because I already have, well, I have my first live sale items already. And then I have my second live sale, which I'm just planning on doing like maybe one a month. But I did, oh, what's today? Today's Thursday, okay. I did get approved to be a whatnot seller, so I might do some of those as well. So if you are on whatnot, make sure you follow. It's just Restoration Harmony. So here's my thought. I'm going to straighten this out with my trimmer. So instead of doing this as a fold over, we're just going to use these as just like this, okay? I'm just going to straighten it out so everything is kosher. And sort of squarish. All right. Let's just get this one. All right. So now they should be at least, I just got to pick off these little pieces. All right, so this one's our first one. We'll put this aside, and then we'll just cover this one quickly with some pretties. Okie dokie, where's my glue stick? So yeah, I just need to spend like a week. It's more than that. It's more, gosh, that stupid fly. I do have a fly swatter down here, but I don't want to take time to shoo flies while I'm doing this. Little boogers. I don't know how they just sneak in. I first want to clean out the garage, and I just want to get rid of stuff. Like, I've had that feeling for quite a while, and I just want to, like, clean everything out there. Like, I have, like, 3 Christmas trees, which is fine if I ever put them all up, but I don't. And I used to have them all over my house. But I'm like, this is just silly. Somebody else should be able to enjoy these Christmas trees, and I should be able to just part with them. And I have a sewing, well, I have 3 sewing machines. One was my grandma's, so I'm not getting rid of that one. But I have one embroidery machine and another sewing machine that are perfect, but I don't need that many. I already have 2 that I use. So they were gifted to me, and I probably just need to, all I need to do is like list them and sell them. You know, but I need to do it on Marketplace because they're heavy and I'm not going to ship them. And so if anybody's local and needs an embroidery machine or a sewing machine, It has all the pieces and parts. It probably, I mean, I have never used them. They probably need to go to a repair place, which I'm familiar with several, so you just let me know. They're really nice ones. But like I said, who needs that many sewing machines unless you're a seamstress and may have some employees, I guess. But I've just kept them out there because it was, you know, it was out of the way. But now I have, I have kind of a process when I'm doing my planning for my sales, and if I could just have it all down here and get rid of all of the stuff that, you know, I never use. And then I've got like home decor stuff, and not really home decor stuff. I've kind of been sorting through that, but I do have some like pieces that were, you know, sentimental pieces or things like that. But they just need to go. Well, not the sentimental ones. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to say. I need to liquidate. So my thought, oh, what am I doing? I was just, did you see that? I was just distressing with my glue stick. That was awesome. And so what my thought is I need to go through that. I need to, I think I might have mentioned to you, I'm going to do either once a month or once a quarter a sale at our venue, and we're kind of, I'm going to switch it up to be more of a retreat space. So, you know, anyone, whether they're, you know, an artist, a quilter, if they're, you know, just a family group that wants to get together, whatever the case is, but just more of a retreat gathering space, and not so much as, you know, weddings and all of that stuff. And in that space, I want to be able to have some merchandise, because I have a lot that needs to find a new home, of both vintage and new, and you know, things still from when we had the Mercantile open. So like I have tons of Christmas stuff, and it's all up in, you know, storage there, and it's just a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, and I started to do it this summer, and it was like 100 and some degrees outside. And it was even hotter in the attic. So I was not, I gave up. I did bring a bunch of stuff down, but then I was like, I cannot do this by myself. Like we need a, what do you call that? Assembly line. I'll stand up there if somebody else can then just, somebody stand on the steps and somebody else, you know, carry it to the spot we need it to be. But I did burn a lot of calories though, and that was nice. I kind of like that there with it open. I think I'm going to leave it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to glue these two together first. So let's get it right, Ange. Okay, so all we're going to do is use our glitter glue. Maybe. Let's get lids on things. I need to think for a minute. Which way do I want it? I think, yeah, okay. We'll do it this way. Remember, we're just experimenting. Oh, this glue. Me and my glue. You know the other thing I need to do? I need to dye fabric. I got 2 big bags, and that's just another thing. Like, I don't like the mess. Well, I don't mind doing, I don't like the mess of things lying around that have not been done. I like everything kind of in their spot. All right, now, have I thought this? Ooh, you know what? Okay, so now in the normal ones we would cut this off, and then we would make our tag, right? I shouldn't have glued that, though, but I think I can still do it. But this one I'm thinking we'll cut, like, about right here. Then we will just stick some paper up in there to make the notebook. Let's just do it. I don't know. I just wanted it to be different. I didn't want it to be, but it seems kind of natural where this is at to be a pocket. So if we go about right there, let's just see what happens. Ooh, hold on. There's a little piece of, that could make this not go smoothly. What's the problem here? See if that came apart. Mostly, but I'm going to cut it. And, oh, see, I got a little piece that needs to be glued. Okay, let's just cut this very carefully. I don't want to risk using this cutter. Come on. And tear that paper, because then I did that on one of the other ones we did, and it. Okay, so now we've got our pocket. I saw a little spot that wasn't closed. Well, this definitely didn't close. Let me move this. Did the top close? Yes, the top closed, the bottom didn't. Let's just not close it yet. Okay, so what I want to do, let's just use a couple of these sheets of paper. What if we do nothing more than put these inside of each other? Now, I might have to cut this off, obviously, because it's not going to... Yeah, let's just try that. And we're doing nothing but inside. Fabulous. Some journaling notes. Let's see. I think that should be enough. Give us some more scraps to stamp on or something. I like that idea. Perfect. Okay, but now I need to glue this because it did not glue all the way around. I don't know why. It could be because this wallpaper, it's like the divider that's in your wallpaper books, is slickery. Slickery. I don't know if that's a word or not, but it is today. Let's make sure all this was, yeah, we're good. Okay. Now, that is so cute. Can go either way. And we could do a little tab on it. Let's do a little one of our tabs. I know I have a bunch that I don't use enough. Let's just use one of these little guys. Let's see if I can find one that's... I kind of like that. Okay, I'll put my tab box away. My tab box, it needs to be have a label. Right now it just has a Post-it. And these, if you search Meet the Shrods or Meet the Shrods whale tail tabs, you'll find this tutorial. You can't get much easier than this. I think I'll just put it right in the middle. Should I put something else to make it? Seems kind of blasé. I really like this idea of putting it in the middle. What's this? Oh, it's that thing I keep wanting to use, and I need to find a use for it. I'm just digging in my scraps here. Okay, we're going to use some Fabri-Tac. And then we can call this a video, but I just wanted to play around with some of these scraps. I think what I'll do is, instead of doing a specific... Sometimes I got to talk to my glue. Instead of doing just a specific... use your scraps from, you know, because I'm trying to use these up in a variety of ways. I think what I'll do is during the Dusted Off Do-Overs projects, I'll just, you know, show what I'm dusting off, maybe use it on some of the pieces if it's applicable, and then just work with scraps just to have a little chat about. I think that would be fun. It either... All right, I just had to take that off camera. There, how cute. Now, one thing I didn't do was distress it, you know, and I don't distress all the time, but I feel like that kind of needs it. And then what if, just for the fun of it, because we made it, that's too big, isn't it? How about this one? How about not? How about this one? And we'll just stick this little guy on here. Kind of use one of our new Dusted Off Do-Overs tools. And perhaps... do we have a little tiny number or sticker? Oh, I'm sure we do. A word. I like the idea of just kind of tearing this to bring it together. And let's see if we can find a little, oh, here. It's gonna have to be small. Well, we'll just put this in there. One of these words for my... I'll just do Shine Bright. This is from one of my digitals. Oh, wait, is it? I think I did this as a freebie, actually. This is from one day when I decided I was going to just get my typewriter out and type. That's what that's from. But I did make a copy of it. And then there I go again, not distressing the edges, but maybe it's okay. Okay, I can't pick this up. There we go. So yeah, I need an organizing. I probably need an organizing year, but that's, oops. I'm trying to get that to move a little bit. I just pulled that whole thing off. Of course I did. Oh, Angela. Hang on. You're going back in there. There we go. Super cute. Maybe we should round the edges. Oh, I see that needs to be trimmed a bit, doesn't it? Super cute. See that right there? I'm going to wait till that all dries. I'm not going to mess with it because I've already messed it up when I did that. So there you have it. A little play with our Making Memories tag maker. And just some fun collage. So I hope you have a great day. I hope if you have one of these goodies, you let me know if you use it and how, and if differently than how I did. I would love to hear. Or if you find one of these out in the wild. The one thing I didn't do was to see if they still made these. My assumption is no. But you can still buy the little thingies. What do you call those things? Whatever they're called. Metal thingamajigs. All right. Well, have a fantastic day. Thank you again. And we will see you next time. Until then, remember to take time to just be and have a great day. Cheers.